everyone, thanks for watching, cheers for tuning in. So this day went on a spearfishing, cray diving mission, got dropped off the boat on a remote peninsula, jumped in, and here I'm just kind of getting my bearings, doing a couple of shallow drops, just to warm up, and also just having a look in some of these cracks and crevices for some crays. Awesome scenes though. Really cool diving. It's just such a difference from, diving around the big cities in Auckland, where it's just not the same. The number of fish, the state of the reefs, it's just way better up here. Looked like the perfect ground for some crayfish, so spent the first part of the dive just checking under all the boulders in these cracks and crevices. Have a look in these little crevices, but no luck unfortunately, just the old kinner urchin. Managed to find one cray under here, under this ledge in about 8 to 10 meters. So I sent it down with what I thought was a reasonable breath hold, but you'll see that wasn't the case. So there's a pack horse just tucked in at the back there, so going for the hard and fast grab. Yeah, wrestling him in and out, but yeah, pretty abruptly ran out of breath, so I had to shoot back to the surface. But it was early days, so that was all good. In this area here, I didn't have the GoPro on, but when I was looking in cracks and crevices for crayfish, I found a small patch of Paua. But I couldn't find it again to get it on film for you. But yeah, it was about 4 or 5 of them, and one looked legal, so yeah, took him for a measure.
That could be a potentially legal Paua. Let's check.
So after a quick measure, he came in at around 126 millimeters, so just over the legal limit. So yeah, took him home. I went right up into the shallows, thinking I could find some more Paua, but when I was there, I was checking under this ledge, and it was just absolutely loaded with crayfish, which was pretty cool to see. So there's heaps there, heaps of pack horse and one red. Unfortunately, because pack horse need to be massive to be legal, 21.6 centimeter tail I think, these weren't even close, so just watched them, left them alone, and yeah, kept going. Went around the corner to get out of that bad viz, and found this awesome little channel that was cutting into the rock with the clearest, nicest water. So yeah, spent some time exploring there, because I don't know about you guys, but I always get distracted on dives, just looking at all the cool sea creatures and just chilling in nature. So I took a break from the hunting and did that for a while, and I'll roll those clips on of what I saw. So after a bit of that, bit of fun, I thought it would probably be worth it trying to catch some fish. So I saw this lone kohiru swimming into this little bay area. He was a decent size, so thought I'd try smack him. So yeah, I thought I had a decent shot, but I don't know if you can tell there, it's pretty terrible. It's just hanging on by the back, and then the line got tangled in the rock and he got off, unfortunately, which was a bit disappointing, but you know, it does happen, and hopefully the little dude survived. Wasn't too much damage. So yeah, after I swam around for a bit, not finding much on the snoop, looking for a snapper or something, I decided to chuck some kidder off this ledge and give it a check. This was about 10 minutes after. So there's a couple of small snapper on there, just milling here, but nothing really that I wanted to take at this stage. I wasn't that desperate yet. It's a cool leather jacket here, all lit up in his patterns. But yeah, not much going on apart from that. Still cool diving though. Yeah, and just as I was about to leave the spot, these two big Paua cruise in. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about their eating quality, but you know, I've never tried them, or I had never tried them, so yeah, I decided to take one. Not a bad size fish, definitely enough for me and a few others. So yeah, this is closer to the shore. Like it being summer and all, didn't feel like gutting him and bleeding him. Out deeper, just didn't. I'm not really keen on those big bronzies rolling through, so yeah, dealt with him closer to the shore, then sent it back out. Day was coming to an end, so went into the shallows trying to find a snapper. So chucked a few extra kinner behind this rock here and just left that for about 10 minutes. Yeah, so on the first check, as you can see, not really anything worth taking, pretty marginal. So after a quick look, decided to let it sit for a bit longer. On the second check, there still wasn't a huge amount of action going on at the burley spot, but there was one legal one. He measured in around 31 centimeters back on the boat, so just legal, but good enough for me for an entree or something. Yeah, so I took him. Swim back to the boat, I bumped into this pair of kahawai that were just buzzing about. So yeah, did the kingfish grunt to try and get them back in. I don't know if it was that or just luck, really, but yeah, one came close enough, so knocked him over. I heard they're not bad eating, it's like sashimi or smoked, so yeah, figured I'd try and use this one for something other than bait. quick knife to the brain, put him out of his misery. Don't want the fish to suffer any more than it has to. But again, yeah, held off on the bleeding and the gutting just because I was out a bit deeper. Saved until I got to shore, so just whacked him with the float boat, and yeah, that was basically it for the day. Overall, pretty fun day, a good day out diving. Those 3 fish in the Paua was more than enough for me. But yeah, did one last drop to see if there are any crays under this one rock where I'd found them before, but yeah, it was pretty empty. Saw a nice pigfish on my way out, stretched out trying to take him, but he spooked. So yeah, just headed back to the surface and called it a day. Cheers for watching, guys. See you in the next one.